Antarctica, the southernmost continent on Earth, is a place of staggering beauty and mystery. It holds 90% of the world's ice, locking away nearly 70% of our planet's fresh water in its frozen expanse. Spanning an astonishing 14 million square kilometers, Antarctica is larger than Europe and almost double the size of Australia. It is a land of extremes, where the sun never sets in summer and never rises in winter, and where the wind can howl at over 200 miles per hour. Despite winter temperatures plunging to minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit, life endures here against all odds. Emperor penguins, the only birds to breed during the Antarctic winter, huddle together for warmth, braving blizzards and darkness for months on end. Weddell seals too have evolved remarkable adaptations, allowing them to dive deep beneath the ice and survive in frigid waters. These animals, along with countless microscopic organisms, form the foundation of a unique and fragile ecosystem. Antarctica remains one of the last truly wild places on Earth, largely untouched by human development. Only a handful of research stations, isolated and resilient, dot its vast, icy wilderness. Each summer, as the sun returns, about 5,000 scientists and support staff from around the world arrive, braving the elements to unlock the continent's secrets. They study everything from ancient ice cores to the behavior of wildlife, piecing together the story of our planet's past and future. When winter descends, the population drops to fewer than 1,000, leaving only the most dedicated researchers to face months of darkness and isolation. Their work is vital. Antarctica acts as a global barometer, its ice and weather patterns revealing the effects of climate change with startling clarity. By drilling deep into the ice, scientists uncover records of Earth's atmosphere stretching back hundreds of thousands of years. Since the 1970s, average temperatures here have risen by about 3 degrees Fahrenheit. This warming is accelerating the melting of glaciers and ice shelves, contributing to rising sea levels that threaten coastal communities worldwide. The story of Antarctica is one of resilience, scientific discovery, and hope. As we look to the future, the fate of this frozen continent is intertwined with our own, reminding us of the urgent need to protect our planet's most extraordinary places. For centuries, Antarctica was a legend, Terra Australis Incognita, the unknown southern land, imagined by ancient Greeks. It appeared on maps as a vast, mysterious shape, fueling curiosity for generations. Captain James Cook in the 1770s became the first to cross the Antarctic Circle, but never saw the continent itself. He concluded it was a land of eternal frost, offering no benefit to the world. For decades, the myth persisted, until profit-seeking sealers and whalers ventured further south in the early 1800s. Around 1820, explorers like von Bellingshausen, Bransfield, and Palmer finally sighted the Antarctic mainland. The myth became reality. Humanity had arrived at the last continent. Antarctica's age of exploration had begun. The confirmation of Antarctica's existence in the early 19th century ignited a wave of curiosity and ambition across the globe. Soon, the world's bravest explorers set their sights on the frozen continent, eager to unlock its secrets. This marked the beginning of what would become known as the heroic age of Antarctic exploration, a period defined by daring expeditions, relentless hardship, and the pursuit of glory at the very edge of the world. The ultimate goal was clear: to be the first to reach the geographic South Pole, a place untouched by humans, shrouded in mystery, and surrounded by some of the harshest conditions on Earth. The journey would demand everything from those who dared attempt it: strength, ingenuity, and an unbreakable will. Two legendary rivals soon emerged at the forefront of this epic race: Roald Amundsen of Norway, a master of polar travel, and Robert Falcon Scott of Britain, a naval officer driven by scientific ambition and national pride. Their names would become forever linked to the struggle for the South Pole. Amundsen meticulously prepared, relying on the speed and endurance of sled dogs, and drawing on lessons learned from the Inuit. Scott, meanwhile, chose a more complex approach, using motor sledges, hardy ponies, and the sheer determination of men hauling their own sledges. Scott's team was also burdened by the weight of scientific research, collecting valuable data even as they raced against time and the elements. In December 1911, after months of grueling travel across the ice, Amundsen's team finally reached the South Pole. They planted the Norwegian flag, claiming victory for their country, and securing their place in history as the first humans to stand at the bottom of the world. Scott's party arrived just weeks later, only to discover the Norwegian flag already flying. The crushing disappointment was evident in their faces and journals. Exhausted and heartbroken, they faced the long, perilous journey back. Tragically, Scott and his companions never made it home. Battling blizzards, frostbite, and starvation, they perished on the return journey, leaving behind haunting diaries and a legacy of courage in the face of impossible odds. The race to the South Pole became a story not just of triumph, but of heartbreaking loss, a testament to the extremes of human ambition and the unforgiving power of nature. Antarctica pushed every explorer to their absolute limits, testing endurance, resourcefulness, and the very will to survive. The frozen continent demanded respect, and only the most prepared could hope to endure its wrath. The once blank map of Antarctica was now etched with stories of courage, sacrifice, and the relentless human spirit, a legacy that continues to inspire explorers to this day. Amidst the fierce race to conquer the South Pole, explorers from around the world set out on perilous journeys into the unknown. The early 1900s marked an era of daring ambition, where men risked everything to push the boundaries of human endurance and discovery. Among these adventurers, Sir Ernest Shackleton's Imperial Transantarctic Expedition would become a legend, a story not of reaching the pole, but of surviving when all hope seemed lost. Shackleton's bold plan was to cross the entire Antarctic continent from sea to sea, a feat never before attempted. Months of careful planning and preparation went into the journey, as the crew studied maps and gathered supplies for the treacherous trek ahead. But fate intervened. Before they could even set foot on the continent, their sturdy ship, Endurance, became hopelessly trapped in the crushing grip of pack ice. For months, the crew watched helplessly as the ice slowly destroyed their only means of escape. Stranded on drifting ice floes, Shackleton's men endured freezing temperatures, dwindling rations, and the constant threat of the shifting ice beneath their feet. Each day was a test of willpower and unity. When the ice finally broke apart, the crew braved the frigid, stormy waters in small lifeboats, battling towering waves and relentless winds to reach the desolate shores of Elephant Island, a place untouched by rescue ships. With no hope of rescue in sight and supplies running dangerously low, the men faced the harsh reality of their isolation. The Antarctic winter loomed, threatening to seal their fate forever. Refusing to surrender, Shackleton and 5 of his strongest men set out on a desperate 800-mile journey across the wild southern ocean in a tiny lifeboat, risking everything for a chance at salvation. After surviving the brutal sea, they faced yet another ordeal, crossing the uncharted snowbound mountains of South Georgia Island, navigating treacherous terrain with little more than hope and determination to guide them. Against all odds, Shackleton reached help and immediately organized a rescue. He returned to Elephant Island, determined to save every man he had left behind. Miraculously, not a single life was lost. Every member of the expedition survived, a testament to their courage and unbreakable spirit. Shackleton's extraordinary leadership, unwavering resolve, and deep loyalty to his men transformed disaster into one of the greatest survival stories in history. The relentless dangers of Antarctica, blizzards, hunger, and isolation, revealed the extraordinary resilience of the human spirit, and the power of hope in the darkest moments. The saga of the Endurance endures as a timeless reminder of what people can achieve when they refuse to give up, no matter how impossible the odds. In the face of unimaginable adversity, Shackleton and his crew showed the world the true meaning of perseverance, courage, and hope. Shackleton's promise, not a life lost, was kept, and his legacy continues to inspire generations to face their own challenges with bravery and resolve. After the heroic age, Antarctica's focus shifted from conquest to science. The International Geophysical Year of 1957 to 58 united 12 nations in unprecedented research collaboration. This spirit led to the Antarctic Treaty of 1959, preserving the continent for peace and science. The treaty bans military activity and guarantees freedom of scientific investigation. Today, Antarctica stands as a model of international cooperation and environmental protection. Its legacy is a continent devoted to discovery and the common good. Antarctica's coasts and seas teem with life, adapted to survive the coldest conditions on Earth. Emperor penguins breed in the brutal winter, males enduring months without food to protect their eggs, Weddell seals dive deep and use their teeth to keep breathing holes open in the ice. Beneath the ice, krill form the foundation of a vibrant ecosystem, feeding penguins, seals, and even blue whales. These adaptations showcase evolution's ingenuity and the resilience of life. The health of krill signals the health of the entire Southern Ocean. Studying these creatures reveals the fragility and interconnectedness of this unique ecosystem. Antarctica's wildlife is a living testament to survival against the odds. Antarctica's ice is a time capsule, preserving Earth's climate history in its layers. Scientists drill ice cores, analyzing ancient air bubbles to reveal past temperatures and greenhouse gas levels. The record shows a clear link. When CO2 rises, so do global temperatures. Today, CO2 levels are higher than at any point in the last 800,000 years, an unprecedented change driven by humans. These discoveries provide irrefutable evidence of human-caused climate change. Antarctica's ice warns us of the consequences of our actions. By looking to the past, we gain urgent insight into our future. The frozen continent's message is clear: we must act to protect our planet. Modern Antarctica is a hub of scientific discovery, with research stations pushing the limits of knowledge. Beneath the ice lie hidden subglacial lakes, like Lake Vostok, sealed off for millions of years. Scientists search these isolated worlds for unique life, offering clues to life on other planets. The clear Antarctic skies make it ideal for astronomy, while the Ice Cube Observatory detects cosmic neutrinos. Research spans geology, glaciology, biology, and more, each study deepening our understanding of Earth. Antarctica's extreme environment makes it an unparalleled natural laboratory. Every discovery here shapes our knowledge of the planet and beyond. The continent remains essential to global science. Antarctica's journey from myth to scientific hub is a testament to human curiosity and cooperation. Its fate is tied to our planet's health. Glacier melt and warming oceans are global warnings. The Antarctic Treaty remains vital but faces new challenges from resource demands and tourism. Protecting Antarctica is a measure of our stewardship of Earth. Ongoing research here informs climate policy and our response to a warming world. Antarctica is not a wasteland, but a vital, dynamic part of our planet. Its beauty, resilience, and scientific value are unmatched. The choices we make now will determine its and our future. Antarctica stands as a mirror and a hope for what humanity can achieve together.